I don't know what that was. We're here. Welcome to another The Forsaken.
Hey.
Every Monday night here on Madbird Streams at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. It's another night. Welcome, chat. Welcome, players. Glad to be here again.
Welcome, staff.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
No one ever tells me welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right. So I did not write down a very formal synopsis, summary for last week's episode. I realized 5 minutes ago. So I'm just going to try to remember what went down. So beginning of last week's episode, I think we had just wrapped up the battle with the slugs and this big metal slime. And everyone was gathering up their gold, trying to they were talking about treasure. And then the jewel, which is the winged female that they met there in the slaughter glade, kind of made herself, apparent again, appeared in front of the group and spoke to them. They talked to her about, why she was there, as she lived there. Kazeel flirted with her extensively. She offered the group if they killed someone in the library, and they gave them her name and showed them what she looked like, that she would get a time device for them from the altar that is she showed a flyer for the auction house in the altar that while the group was in the altar, they completely did not even notice these flyers hanging up everywhere because they rolled horrible perception checks most of the time in that city. So she promised to, if they did that favor for her, that she would get one of the time devices for them and also give them the locations of the other time devices. Since she said that she herself is the one that enchanted the sand that goes in them, so she knows where they are, or at least knows who should have them. And I can't remember. There was other conversation about the library. She did offer to them to take them, kind of like fast travel them to Rakoth, to the gates of Rakoth, to save on some time. Which they took. And so they got to the gates of Rakoth, went through, and I think traveled in Rakoth a bit before they came upon a very familiar face in the distance, fighting off some ghosts. And I think a couple of them recognized it as Zelthura, the half-orc that they met back on the continent of Victa, during like a little celebration. What was the city's name again? It was like I have to look it up.
It was a fun sounding name.
Yeah, it really was. I'll have to look it up. But so
Ivermectin.
No, that's not it, Joe. I know that's not it.
I was like, wait.
I know that's not it. We will go right into the group. I was gonna get some music ready. I did this last week too. Anyways. Trindalag, that's it. Trindalag, yeah.
I was close.
What? So we'll go right into, y'all are about, I think I said about 30, 40 feet away from seeing Zelthura in the distance, fighting off a couple of spirits. For those that recognize, which I think one of them was Kazeel, who isn't in his chair right now. Do you remember who else noticed? Who else rolled the roll? Was it you, Gerbil?
Tegan and Kazil.
God, look at those notes. So Tegan, yes. So you would have noticed Zolthora in the distance, fighting off a couple of ghosts. I mean, it's a long ways away, but you have keen eyes, very keen eyes, and you're like, that looks like Zolthora
Tegan,
that we
what do
saw.
your elf eyes see?
What do your elf eyes see? So yeah, you're about 30 or 40 feet away. I think most of you are on your either lizards or your right of choice. The wind has picked up, I think I said. Like it's going pretty good. I'm not going to say miles per hour because Stephanie would get that completely wrong because I don't know. And
Well, please try.
but it
500 mile per.
but it
About 3 football fields
3
per
football
mile of wind.
fields per
What's a
mile of
football?
wind. Listen. All right. But it is. I did say that your mounts were having a little trouble, especially the lizards were having a little trouble, kind of, pushing forward. It was getting a little rough for them, which the jewel did tell you that they might have some trouble getting through the winds of Rakoth. But they are still able to move forward. It's just a little bit slower. And again, Kazil and Tegan, you see Zolthor in the distance fighting off a couple of ghosts about 30, 40 feet away. And that's what we'll jump right in.
All right. I will point out to the group that at least to... I'll point out to everyone there's looks like a skirmish going on over there. And then I guess Kazil and Arius, since Gerbil sees it as well, and point out to them that it is Zalthura from Trindalag.
What are the odds?
Is she actively being beaten?
Yes. Well, I mean, she's not being you don't see her being beaten down to the ground, but she is actively fighting them. Yes.
How many?
Now
go ahead.
We see these. We see the ghosts. They're not.
Correct.
Since we can't normally see Shiga, do we know if they're Shiga?
Oh shit! I'm pulling out my thing.
Oh, okay.
You can't do that on stream.
Well, we might need to black that part out. Just give me a couple seconds. Let me get something together here in OBS. And
oh gosh,
it's really taken him a minute. Thank goodness.
A lot of work.
A long
day.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's been watching a lot of baseball.
Already digressed. Okay. So. Okay. Wait a minute. Gerbil, what was your question again?
Do we know if are these Shiga spirits? And then that's when Kazil whipped it out.
Oh God. So
Perfect.
I will say that you can see it. You can see her fighting these ghosts. There is some visibility concerns as this wind and it has dust in it. They look like spirits. You can't really tell this is Shiga. But you see Kazil whipping out his scope and taking a look over at Zolthor and the two spirits. And yes, Kazil, let's see here. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, okay. 3.
Aw. Okay, so you can
My
tell.
strengths and my weaknesses.
You can tell. You can tell that the two spirits that Zolthor are fighting are Shiga. Yes. You also see there's a weird kind of greenish glow around them as you're looking through the telescope that you don't see with your eyes when you're not looking through the telescope. You also see this kind of green, a very faint green glow kind of, it's very, very faint in the air around you.
Oh, shit.
And as you're looking through the telescope, you feel very disoriented. Until you take it away from your eye and it starts to clear up. Almost like just a quick headache.
Oh, there's there's Shiga for sure. There might be around us too, so be careful. Oh, there's green around him and around us in the air. Give me a headache.
Can I continue to make out how many spirits there are?
Yes, with your perception check from before, I think you rolled pretty well last week, at the end of last session. It was, you can tell that she's fighting too. Now, if you look around you, other than that, you can't make out anything other than just, again, the visibility is very low. You're barely able, so Thor and the two spirits are, almost like looking through fog, it's a little hazy, but you can make them out. But you can't make anything out past that 20 to 30 feet out from you and your lizard.
Can I make a knowledge arcana check on what Kaziel just described to us?
Roll for some arcana.
24.
Okay. I mean, it sounds, Rhaenyra, it sounds like, it sounds similar to kind of like what you would see with like detect magic.
Whale there.
Whale there. It sounds like what you would see when you use detect magic, but it doesn't ring any bells as something specific.
Well, do we engage?
Let's help her, right?
Yeah.
All right.
The wind shifts a bit, and you hear a couple of kind of yells from Zelthora as she fights them with this giant club.
All right, Tegan will carefully dismount his giant lizard or lizard.
Weren't we leading them by hand? Weren't we walking them?
I think y'all did start leading them, walking them
okay.
by hand because
So-
the
they were hard to
wind.
ride.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Does she look like she's losing?
No, she just looks like that she's fighting, that you can tell. I mean, doesn't look like, again, that she's being beaten to the ground.
And you said we're 30 to 50 feet away?
About 30 to 40. Or 20 to...
30 to
yeah,
40.
30 to 40, yeah.
Pull out my wand.
Yeah, Gerbil pulls out his arrow.
There's a lot of
I mean,
pulling
his bow
out
and arrow.
today.
Yep.
Yeah,
Safest weapon.
Tegan will spread out a bit. Don't want to be caught in a bunch.
Okay.
Okay, all right, so
I have a...
y'all are
Gerbil
spreading
will-
out and kind of moving forward
Yeah.
towards Solthora.
Yep.
Do we see on the map? I don't see tokens for the baddies. That might play into where I might go.
Okay, all right, yeah.
if you're
Let's
seeing.
get that just rolling in here. Let me work over to our battle map for the viewers.
Ooh,
Get this sweet battle map
craps.
action in there.
yeah.
Oh no.
Sweet.
Okay, all right. So since y'all are 10, 15, 20, 25, 6. So yeah, y'all would be more okay, Pixarin's
back
taking
there.
a nap.
Yep.
Watering the horses.
Right. So y'all would
Wizard.
be
Wizards.
y'all would be like, like where 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, yeah. So that y'all would be about like where Zavar's token is, like in this area.
Grabby.
Yes. Always. All right, so Zolthora's over here. And we'll put these little... Oh, wait a minute. I didn't rename these. These were all named Kaziel. Give me 1 second.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Freudian.
Nice, nice.
Oh no!
That makes
There was a
Kazeel.
game of
Gerbil's
house
worst nightmare.
earlier.
5 ghosts that look like Kazeel.
That's what happens when you copy and
I've never looked so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's my dad, it's my uncle, it's my grandfather. We
Or it
all
could
look
all
the
just be
same.
you at different
It's just
timelines because
Kazeel
you're
in
Doctor
different
Who.
timelines.
Oh no, no.
Oh gosh.
The
Don't give me
multiverse of
ideas, y'all. That
madness.
sounds great, actually. That's gonna be your
Yeah.
that's gonna be your main baddie.
Nice.
We're all gonna wake up and we're gonna realize we're in the Matrix and like
Nope.
this is actually a Cyberpunk 2020 game. We just never
Nope.
knew.
More likely,
Mm-mm.
anytime any of us dies, she's just gonna say, "And now you're a Kazeel."
Yep, and now you're
Oh, God.
Kazeel.
Nice.
That's
You're
like worse
welcome.
than a zombie nightmare. You turn into a bard.
Oh my god, this is descending into madness.
Nice.
All right, so let's move your sweet little butt back here. Let's see, right there,
Okay.
and yeah,
Okay.
y'all be around this area.
I shoot a firebolt.
Yeah, as long as you just like, so you can put yourselves wherever, just like use that as the line. Yeah, because you are about 30 to 40 feet away,
Yeah.
is what I said.
Gerbil would have, as soon as he got a shot, and we all started spreading out. He
Yeah.
would have taken a shot.
Oh, you're going to take a shot?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just
Jello shots. No.
let's just roll. Let's just roll initiative. Let's just go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will ask you what your initiative is. Let me just get these idiots rolled for first.
Mm,
Let's see here.
Excited. I'm so excited.
Let's see. That was.
Just so freaking excited.
And oh, okay. Spirit 2, right? Oh no, Stephanie, you just grabbed one. Okay. And gotta get her in there. Oh no, Zell. Zell. Okay, all right.
No.
That's rough. It's real rough. Okay. All right. Zavar.
20.
20. Okay, great. Wonderful. I was ready to call you Zorag.
Interesting.
From like Space Ghost Coast to Coast, I guess. I don't know. Just pulled it out of my brain somewhere. Tegan, what
I'm
did
not
you
even
roll?
mad.
7.
What was it?
7.
7. Okay.
7. As in not good 7. As in
Oh, got you.
mm,
Being
That's it.
clever.
my life, 7.
Jervil, what did you roll?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 as well. Dexterity. Zavar, what's your dexterity number?
My dexterity number is 17.
And what is
So
your
is mine.
dexterity number, Gerbil?
17.
What the freak? Why
We're
are
speedy
y'all...
boys.
Roll
Why are
on.
Fight me.
Roll a d20, both of you. Whoever gets the highest number goes
Arrows
first.
versus fists.
My D20 just like fell off. Look at it. I got a 10.
Well, that's a 4.
Okay, Gerbil goes first.
Damn it. That's
Okay.
twice
You
today.
had your chance.
You threw away your shot.
Juniper,
17.
17. Kazeel,
21.
20. Oh, God, okay.
Oh, ruins
Alright.
everything. We had this.
Rhaenyra, what did you roll?
13.
13. We all got good. Y'all. GG.
Oh, you don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Right.
friends. Okay,
You
so
get a surprise round.
we have, well, I mean, y'all are pretty, I mean, 4 of you are going before the first spirit, so, I mean, that's good.
Okay.
Kazeel, you are first, and then Gerbil, and then Zavar. You have the 2 spirits over here attacking Zelthora. Zelthora gives a swing, or you, as everyone approached, Zelthora swinged at them, missed, and that's when everyone's moving in. So you can make your movement, your action, take your turn.
Okay. Excuse me.
wind is pushing against you, pushing against all of you. It's pretty intense.
Okay. All right. Beans, that's not gonna work, is it? I'm gonna look at Gerbil and Renarius and just initially, do you have that contraption to deal with Sega? And then I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Was I holding that?
No, Gerbil has it.
Gerbil
Yeah.
has it,
Okay.
okay.
I was like, oh no, where'd I put it?
No, Gerbil has it, and the problem is if there's any bodied, if there's any like, if there's any normal people in the vicinity when it goes off,
Mhm.
you have to roll a d20 or a d100, and if you roll 20 or less, your soul's destroyed.
Ooh.
So
God, that's rough.
last
If anyone can use it,
like
if anyone can use it,
Gerbil
Java,
has it.
it's you, and I'll inspire you with that. You got 10 minutes of a D. I'm sorry, let me super quickly take a look. A D10 currently. That's my bonus action. As my action, I'm going to cast greater invisibility on myself.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm going to move. So I'm invisible now. Yay. Just going to move myself there and mark the spell off as super ultra invisible. And that'll end my turn. So.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Gerbil, it's your turn, then Zavar, then Juniper.
Okay. Whew. Okay. I'm excited. I've been waiting to do this. Okay. Would this count as a surprise attack if it hits?
No.
Okay. No, I just wondered because like bugbears have a surprise attack feat.
I
that
understand. I
I
understand.
just wanted to make sure.
I completely
right.
understand.
Okay.
I'm well aware.
So
One day
Gerbil's
you'll be
gonna-
able to use it.
But
No, I
today
won't.
is not that.
No, I won't. So yeah, no, Gerbil's gonna fire an arrow, and I'm gonna make it sharpshooter,
Okay.
which is a -5 to my roll. But then I'm
Okay.
also gonna do channel divinity, guided strike, which gives me a +10. So
Okay.
that cancels out the +5 to my roll. So ooh, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the inspiration. Since I have 2, that's a D10, right?
Yes.
For both of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I forgot to add. Anyways, I used the inspiration, so that's. Okay, that was overkill. 26.
26 hits. Which one are you aiming for? The spirit 1 or spirit 3?
Whichever one seems to be attacking Spirit One. I guess the Spirit One seems to be right there attacking.
Okay.
So there. So 26 hit. So. Oh,
And let me know what kind of damage this is.
This would be. All right. Well, okay. It hits. So, I'm also gonna make this a arcane shot, banishing arrow. So, hold on. Let me do math real quick. I'm sorry. I'm just so gosh darn excited. Okay. And then 2d6. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, that's 21 magical piercing damage plus
Okay.
plus 7 force damage. And then it is
Okay,
has to
so
make a crew
20, you said 27? Repeat those numbers again. I'm sorry.
or 21 just
21.
piercing magical
Okay.
damage,
All right.
and then 7 force damage. And then it needs to make a charisma saving throw. Oh, actually. Okay, never mind. It doesn't take that 7 damage, that 7 force damage. My bad.
Turmoil.
I'm sorry. I just see the
It's okay. It's all right.
the numbers.
right.
But then it's vanished. If it fails this charisma saving throw, it
Okay.
has to be 13.
Oh, yeah. It's already above 13. 15.
Okay. Never mind.
Actually, it'd be 19 total.
Okay. So they're charismatic little buggers. Okay. Okay, never mind. They don't vanish, but I mean, okay.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Oh yeah, I'm a fighter. I could do more attacks. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I've never done this before. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot again. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Just I don't think I can do guided strike again. I think I can only do that once. So. Ooh, that's tough. 13.
13 does not hit.
All right.
I also know that you see these spirits holding long swords.
Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and since I'm a war priest, I'm gonna go ahead and do one attack for a bonus action.
Okay.
So sharpshooter again. Okay. 19.
19 hits. Is this to Spirit 1 as well?
Yes, the
Okay.
same spirit. So that's a 22 magical damage, magical piercing.
Okay. Magical piercing damage. I will say that you are noticing that the piercing damage, when you hit it with your arrow, doesn't... I mean, it definitely hits and hurts, but it doesn't quite have the effect. Doesn't seem to hurt them as much as what you think it should.
And then I think that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Juniper, you're up, and then one of the spirits, and then Rhaenyra.
Zavar, actually.
Again?
Damn.
What? What did I do to you?
Morag.
You're just fading into the background, buddy. I don't know.
Man, it's like. Just
You know,
back.
can I
One
have a-
extra level for
So
Zavar.
sorry. Zavar, then Juniper,
Man.
and then one of the spirits.
I mean-
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
That's all I ever wanted, but I'm going to let you go first, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe you let me. Thank you. Thank
Oh
you.
my God.
Anyways, so I'll take my turn, and I will.
I'm
Zavar's
glad.
gonna bless his little ass over here. He's like, right there, and he's gonna give out the old unarmed strike.
Oh, the old unarmed strike. Wonderful.
Mhm. Yep,
Okay,
Boy.
go for it.
that's 25.
That hits.
Excellent. Right, so that's 8 damage.
Okay, what type of damage?
Bludgeoning, punching.
Okay. Is is it bludgeoning? Is it force damage? Does it say?
I don't see that.
Okay, all right. And you said,
And-
how much did you say again? 8?
8. Yeah.
Okay.
And since
And that was
I
to Spirit 3.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Since I succeeded with that, I'm now going to follow with Flurry of Blows. So I get
Great.
2 more. Mm-hmm.
He lit up that fury of blows upon the
That's
spirit.
right. Mm-hmm.
It's looking a little angry at you.
So that's attack roll of 18.
Okay. That hits. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
It's another 8.
Okay.
And then one more. That's
It
an
screeches
11.
out. Okay. An 11 does
Prob-
not hit.
Okay.
So it dodges your next blow, and just kind of, you can kind of make out eyes on the face, and you can see the brows furrowing at you, narrowing its eyes. And then it
Okay.
just screams.
Nice.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
I think that'll do.
Okay. All right. So that is Juniper, then the spirit, and then Renarius.
Okay. Trini's going to use her Eldritch Blast from far away and throw one beam at Spirit 1 and then her second beam at Spirit 3.
Okay.
And let's see. 17 to hit with beam.
17 hits.
Okay. And damage 11. And that's force damage.
Okay.
And then
for
for-
1.
mm-hmm. And for Spirit 3, it's a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
It dodges.
You should just notice the VAR there and
Yeah. Are you doing any moving, or are you staying where you're at?
Let's see. Yeah, I want to get a little bit better view, so she's gonna move up
Okay.
just a little, just so she can make sure she doesn't accidentally hit someone. That matters. Okay, she's good.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So we have our first spirit up, Spirit 3. And let me just take a look here on what we can do. All right. So, everyone, make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh.
7.
22.
5.
13. I'm not willing to burn my
Okay.
last inspiration on that.
Okay. Did everyone roll? Wisdom saving throw? Okay. Kazil, what did you get?
16.
16. Zavar, what did you get?
11.
Okay. Okay. And Juniper, what did you get?
22.
And Renarius?
7.
That's right. Gerbil?
13.
Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So, let me take a look
Except you.
here before I start.
If they're banshees, we might.
See, only 20 I've
Okay,
rolled.
so Renarius, Tegan, Savar, and Gerbil. You've been looking at the ghosts, and suddenly Spirit 3 just kind of turns and looks at the group as a whole, scanning you, and lets out this horrible scream that you just have to it gives you a headache. And Rhaenyra's, Tegan, Zavar, and Gerbil, it kind of brings you to your knees, into the dirt. And Rhaenyra's, Tegan, Zavar, and Gerbil, all 4 of you are frightened for 1 minute. Which you can roll for that on your next turn to see if you are no longer frightened. But of course, that's the end of your turn, whenever it comes back around to you. But until that time, you are frightened. Does everyone, do all of you, I'm sure all of you kind of know what frightened means?
Can't move
That's
closer.
Disadvantage. Can't move
Correct.
closer than
Frightened creatures
the
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. While the source of its fear is within line of sight, the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So, Rhaenyra and Tegan.
Hey, buddy.
You feel terrified. But as you look up and start to kind of try to avert your eyes away from the source of your fear, you look around and suddenly you're not where you were. It's very kind of beautiful. Kind of has this blue glow to it. The atmosphere does around you. There's a mist surrounding you, and you can kind of see figures a few feet away. Kind of where your friends were standing before, and the spirits and the half-orc female. But it's like seeing something through fogged glass. And you hear this kind of howling, this very faint howling around you, not like from a wolf, but from like wind. Have either of you, I don't think that you have either of you been to the ethereal plane before?
No.
Tegan, okay. Okay. You found yourself in another kind of plane of existence. Which you can roll for, that goes along with you have rolls as well, when it's your turn again. All right. I don't think that there's anything else that they can. They are going to. Let's see how close they are within striking distance of 5. What is their movement speed? 6, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let me roll and see who they would go after. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, Gerbil, you see this spirit kind of just move its way around Zavar and just head straight towards you and stop about 5 feet away from you.
This is number 3.
Yes.
And this is the one that.
This is the one you're. Correct? Yes, this is correct. Yeah, you are. Yeah, so anyone who's frightened, that's Spirit 3 that you're frightened of. All right. Okay, so that would be that's turn. Rhaenyra and Tegan, you're actually up next. So, Rhaenyra, make a saving throw for me again. A wisdom saving throw, please.
Okie doke. 22.
Okay. Let me just. This is a kind of. Okay. All right. Rhaenyra, you suddenly find yourself back into the material plane. Seems like you were gone, but just a few moments. That is the end of your turn. So I'm going to go back to Tegan. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me as well, please.
Alrighty. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Wonderful. Okay.
Are we still frightened, or are we?
But the two of you are still frightened. In fact, Tegan, you find yourself back into the material plane as well. Very short-lived visit.
Thank God.
But Rhaenyra and Tegan, you are still frightened. That only took away got you back into the material plane.
Got it.
And that is the end of your turn. And now it is one of the spirits' turns as well. And for those of you that saved on that saving throw before, if it happens again, it won't affect you for at least 24 hours. All right. So, spirit number 1 is going to... Okay. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just...
Send us right back to the Athena.
Oh, okay. Fun times. Okay. Which I don't think you're going to have a problem with this, but Kazeel, you see the spirit kind of...
Oh, I'm invisible, by the way.
Oh, that's right. You are invisible. God damn you.
Sorry.
Okay. All right.
You
Roll
and
that
your
again
smartness.
then. I swear if he rolls. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. That didn't help, Stephanie. That didn't help.
I mean,
Okay.
you can
So, yeah.
so that's
Oof. Okay. So, the spirit kind of starts in that direction, but then turns suddenly to Zolthura. And excuse me while I make my own save here. But you see the spirit kind of almost try to step into her.
Nope.
And of course I clicked off of that in my notes here. Okay, so she has to make a charisma saving throw. Oh. Okay. All right. So you see Spirit 1 just kind of step right into Zolthora to where you don't really see the spirit anymore. And so that disappears. And you just see Zolthora there. Targeting. Let's see. I'm just reading up here for a second. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Okay, it's Zolthura's turn. So, Zell is going to, you see Zolthura just kind of standing there and looks, kind of holding her head for a few moments, looking around her a bit confusedly, a very confusing manner. And she will turn right around to you, Zafar, and just kind of look you up and down and bring out a hand axe.
Well, I look her up and down.
She looks a little disgusted. And then brings out the hand axe.
Did
And,
anyone else get disconnected to tabletop, or just me?
I'm still in.
I'm in.
So that is I don't guess that a 10 hits, correct?
It does not.
Okay.
Is that a melee attack? Oh, no, never mind. Too far away. Never mind.
Okay. All right. Because it was a melee attack.
Yeah.
All right. So, just target range. Oh, okay. I meant... Says as a guy in the way. Damage, resistance. Okay. Okay. Alright, so she's going to try again and bring her hand axe back towards you, and that is a 24 to hit. Zavar.
Ow, that one hit.
Okay. That is 10 slashing damage to you.
Okay.
And I don't know if she has any other stuff that she can do. I didn't really take a good look at this before I started. So we will say that that is it. For Zelthora's turn, she just kind of stares at you, Zavar, as she got that second hit in, and kind of snarls her teeth at you, menacingly. So we are back up to Kazeel, then Gerbil, then Zavar.
Oh, well. Just kidding. uh, okay. Spirit 3. Fun. Okay.
Yeah, so you just saw the spirit just kind of disappear as it moved towards Zelthora.
Okay. Did I see her with her hand axe after too?
I mean, you're pretty close, so yeah, you would have
Okay.
saw her attack Zavar.
I'm gonna walk back here, as I begin casting a spell. I'm gonna cast Bigby's hand. I might need a token for it, if that's okay.
Absolutely not. Okay, here you go.
Nice. Let's see. I'm actually going to summon it right here.
Okay.
Excuse me. And with that, I'm going to this large hand of shimmering translucent force appears in that spot. I'm going to use a forceful hand. Nope, I'm going to use a clenched fist.
Okay.
Ooh. And I'm going to try and strike the ghost for, this will be force damage if it hits. It's a melee spell attack. So, oh yeah, that'd be a 17 plus whatever I get, plus 9. So
you don't know. I'm just kidding.
Nice. 26.
Yeah, it hits.
All right, and that's I'm just gonna roll it. And am I just gonna roll it here?
Are you?
There it is. Okay. I think it's slowly rolling, and the D&D Beyond did not have the 48 handy. 19 points of force damage.
Okay, 19 points of force damage. It seems to, I mean, for what you can tell, it seems to hit it for the full amount. So that is Spirit 3. Okay.
I'm going to finish my movement by moving a little bit from the place that I cast the spell.
Okay.
To keep my,
keep your distance.
Gotcha. Okay, and that's ends my turn.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Dribble, Zavar, then Juniper.
Okay. So that other spirit guts into Zell. So
yeah, you saw the spirit kind of walk into her, take up the same space, and now it's gone. And you would have you would have seen, because you had your eyes trained in that area, that Zelthora attacked Zavar.
Okay.
At least once with the hand axe, and tried a second time.
Don't know what to do with that. Now I can't use my bow this close, right?
10, 15, 20,
would it be
25, 30.
No,
I don't know.
I mean
what
on
does it say?
Spirit 3.
Oh, Spirit 3. Yeah, you would be at a disadvantage.
Which I was already at disadvantage with that one anyways. Right? Because that's the one I'm frightened to.
Yes, you are right. Double disadvantage.
So I mean, I might as well just go for it. Just point blank. Just right into her face.
You're not even using a bow at this point. You're just using the arrow as like a knife, All
right, yeah. So I'm gonna do that. You know what? Since it's already disadvantaged, well, since I know the resistance to piercing, anyways, I can't afford not to do sharpshooter. So okay. Oh, okay, that's pretty bad. Uh, 12 and 11. So 11 plus 6, 17.
Okay, and that was with disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, 17 hits.
All right. Okay. 13 plus 5. 18 piercing, magic piercing.
18 piercing. So again, it doesn't seem like it does quite the amount of damage that you think it should, but it does do some. And that was to Spirit 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, because I'm a fighter, I get a second action, which I'll do the exact same thing.
Spirit's looking a little rough, looking a little not as present as it was towards the beginning. It's looking a little bit more wispy, a little bit more see-through, with pieces of it kind of floating off and floating away.
Okay. Yeah. I do the same thing. Oh, that's not as good. That no, that doesn't. That doesn't hit. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and burn my last war priest and attack with my bonus action.
Okay.
Do the same thing. It's not that. No, 12. Does 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
No. Nope. Okay. So that's my turn.
Okay. All right.
Because
so...
if I were to run away, I'd get opportunity to attack, right?
Correct. Yes.
And frightened is just I can't move closer to it.
Correct. Yes.
Does it? Would I have had to use my action to try to break out of the frightened?
Oh, you're absolutely right. You're right.
Which I'd have to roll
Yeah, that was
to-
my fault. If you want to keep this and just try to break it out next time, you can,
Okay.
or you can try to do it this time, since that was
Okay.
totally my bad. My bad, man.
But that would be an action.
Yeah,
To
it'd
do?
be your entire. It should have been your entire turn.
Okay. No, I'm fine. I did some
Okay.
damage to it.
So next time,
I'm
your
happy.
turn will be to roll for it to get out of frightened.
Okay.
You don't get that chance again. I'm sorry. Zavar, then Juniper, then Spirit. Yes,
So,
I remembered
yeah,
you this
yeah,
time, Zavar.
yeah,
I'm so sorry.
yeah. That's fine. I believe I'm in the same predicament as Gerbil. That
You
I'm
are,
frightened.
yes, correct.
Okay.
So thank you. My brain isn't quite here as
That's okay.
most Mondays. Yes, so please make another another saving throw here. Let me double check what that was, unless you remember.
Actually, let me interrupt. I have stillness of the mind,
Okay.
which means I can use an action to end one effect, which is either charmed or frightened. So I can just
Okay.
use an action to end my frightened effect.
Go for it.
So I'm doing it.
Okay. Excellent. Do you have anything else for your turn? Any bonus actions or movement?
I am going to move away. I'm just going to go. Yoink.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Were you in?
I do not like being axed.
Were you within 5? You were within 5 feet of her, right?
Oh yeah, I know it's coming.
Yeah. Okay. Cool beans. So, she will, as you try to move away, she'll kind of bring out her axe again.
Put that zing away.
Natural 20.
Oh, god damn it.
Didn't I roll a natural 20 for you last time
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
you
My
did.
goodness.
Oh, yeah, you did.
So
You wanna be
I'm
You
noticed?
forget?
How the
being
turntables.
possessed.
That's how
I
you get
mean,
noticed.
I'm
Okay.
so happy that I'm on the list. Oh, wait, I'm on the list.
So, okay.
Naturally,
So that
naturally.
is 20 slashing damage.
Ow. Okay.
All right. Anything else for your turn so far?
Yeah. Please stop hitting me with your axe. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. She just kind of like swing her axe in the air.
Yeah.
Show off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess like I didn't really describe to those who hadn't seen Zolthora before what she looks like. I mean, if you can see her, those playing the game, you can see her token. And in fact, I'll just zoom in here for posterity, Stephanie, for people to see it in chat.
Posterior.
I mean,
It's not of her butt. It's just of her face and her shoulder. But yeah, so Zolthora is a half orc, very beautiful half orc with long, kind of very, very dark green hair. Has a few braids here and there, a little bit of it kind of tied back, but wearing very,
Damn.
very kind of, leather clothes, nothing colorful, with these kind of very striking honey-colored eyes. There you go.
Great. You just described it to Kaziel. Good job.
Mm-hmm. I just zoomed in. I was like,
Good job.
Down view. No.
No.
Of course, anyone looking at her now, she looks very menacing, and looks kind
Doesn't
of
Yeah, she
matter.
does.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
simultaneously confused and angry.
Perfect.
Oh no. She looks like she might step on us.
Just like
Oh, no.
gerbil.
You're
could
just
only
gonna lay
hope.
down.
yeah. I choose to be prone
Yeah.
just in case.
Some people dig stepping. It's fine.
Lady
All right. So
did it rescue.
I've completely lost my train of thought here.
I bet you did.
It's Junie's turn.
Juniper, it's your turn. Have a great time.
Get it, Judy.
Oh yeah,
And then
yeah.
the
Actually, Junie is just pulled out what looks like a lightning whip, and is going to
Holding
create
out.
a lash, a lash of lightning, to pull Spirit 3 closer to her.
Oh,
And the
okay.
spirit must make a strength check. Let's see, a strength saving throw of at least 17, or that spirit will be pulled 10 feet straight towards Junie.
Of at least 17, and that was a fail. So they're
Nice.
just pulled right just closer to you.
Yep, and they
So,
take
yeah.
they take damage.
Lasso goes around the spirit, surprisingly, even though it
Yeah.
is ethereal, and is magically kind of pulled closer to you. So, yeah, the spirit definitely looks very confused at what's happening. And what type of damage is that?
It is. Let's see, what would be lightning damage.
Okay, lightning damage. Let me just make sure here. Okay.
Okay. Oh, nice. I'm mathing. Hold on. It's 13.
Okay, so 13. Doesn't seem like it does quite the damage that you expect it to, but it does do some.
It's fine.
So
Junie's got the whip of, come here.
and that is Spirit 3. Definitely looking a lot more wispy, kind of hardly there, this Spirit 3. Do math.
Let's see. And now that she was within 5 feet, I can't back away without provoking an attack of opportunity. Is that
Yes, exactly?
okay?
Because
That's fine.
the rope didn't the lasso didn't
Disengage.
No, didn't
Knock her prone?
constrain her or knock her prone. Yes.
Sadly, no, but I
Okay,
can do it
all
as
right.
many times as I want to.
Ooh, okay. All right. So yeah, is that it for your turn, Juniper?
Yes.
All right. So, Spirit 3, since you're right there, and you lassoed her or last of them towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Attack. Oh, yes. Let me roll really quick to see what they would do. Okay. All right. Okay. Juniper.
Mm.
Even though this ghost is like only 5 feet away from you, you see it kind of start to move closer. Could you please make a charisma saving throw for me?
Oh, no.
Yes.
You're
Just-
no, you're warlock. You're good at charisma.
Should have used my real dice. That's a 9.
Mm.
Unless chat can help me.
Oh, yes. I know that some people have been
Batman.
like,
I think
Matt.
Batman's offered.
Madman,
Yeah.
help.
Mattman, are you still here to offer up? I cast sub inspiration.
Make the bat signal.
So that's a
Yay.
D10 right now, right, Dan? At this level?
Well, if
Or
it's sub,
sub.
it's just a big channel 2d8.
So glad you're here.
That's how I run it.
So 2d8.
Okay. Do
I keep
I roll
forgetting
those?
that's a thing.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Actually-
actual dice
Okay.
because yes. Okay, still mathing. 15.
15
Wait, I have
total.
a sub.
Yeah.
I'm subbed to
Well,
that.
yeah,
You
for that
are.
I get a
bonus.
die?
Yes. Yeah.
Can I do that?
You absolutely
yeah.
do. You can
All
use it
this
for
time?
yourself, or you can use it for give it to someone else. So 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Was-
right.
Was that 2d8 roll? I don't know if that stacks with what I rolled before.
You
So 15 plus 9.
you feel very like you can tell that the spirit is trying to like push into you. It's trying to overtake you, but with your will, a sudden surge of willfulness and stubbornness, you're able to push back, and it does not succeed.
Lifts her chin just a little.
Yep. All right.
That's when spirit notices the swirl on top of your head.
Oh no.
Easier target.
Oh no.
Jonathan, you shut
squirrel.
your mouth. No, Blackberry, no.
That is it for the spirit's turn. Rhaenyra, you're up, then Tegan.
I'm frightened, so I can't move closer.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yes, that's right. Make a another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
16.
I think that might have done it. Let me just double check. Yes. All right. You do not feel frightened anymore, but that is your turn. Tegan, do the same, please. Make
Can I choose to remain frightened?
Oh, let me see. Let me see how it words it here. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the frightened. So it says you can. So it doesn't say that you have to.
At the end of the turn?
Right, at the end of your turn. That's why it takes up your entire turn. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't do anything after it.
But it takes an action to try to break it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can either choose not to do it, then have disadvantage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, because you do have disadvantage on attacks. Tegan
And
can't.
ability.
Yeah, and ability checks.
Understood. Tegan, a little panicked, will reach into the bag of holding and rummage through all the things we just picked up and pick up the Wand of Paralysis
Okay.
and use it on Zelthara. DC con save of 15.
Okay.
They are
He had a whole
paralyzed.
bag of stuff.
Let me just pull out her stats here and also what this says with the possession.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah, stat wise.
Well, yeah, because going to targeting effects. Turn ended and it retains alignment, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, and immunity to being charmed.
He gets massively no, not that, not that, not that. No, 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 not that. Scroll. I don't need to scroll.
Or proficiency is okay. All right. Okay. Okay, interesting. All right. So let me just take a look at her stuff real quick and see if she has any. And that was
Paralysis.
paralysis.
Yep.
Slashing damage. Aura. Attack. Storm cell. I don't know what. Initiative advantage. Roll. To attack. Okay. AC. Okay. To attack. It just target to speed. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So let me just roll here. All right. And what roll was that again, Tegan? I'm sorry.
Con save of 15.
Con save of 15. All right. So she failed.
So paralyzed, which is also incapacitated.
Okay.
So can't move or speak. Creature automatically fails dexterity and strength saving throws. Attack rolls have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature, if the attacker is within 5 feet, is a crit.
Okay. All right.
Damn.
So Zalthora looks definitely, yeah, paralyzed. Just kind of falls to her knees and just kind of, yeah, slow out of it.
All right, so I have to make a note on the paralysis. I have it now. And
I just pictured Neville from like the first Harry Potter movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Anything else for your turn, Tegan?
Well, let's see. Bonus actions. No, there's no place to hide. Nope, I'm good.
No place to hide. Okay.
No place
All
to
right.
run.
I
No
mean,
place
there's
to hide.
Venarius right there. Are you that good?
We're gonna take turns hiding behind each other.
Slowly, like moving backwards each time.
All right. So
Easy.
now, does it say, Tegan, with that, if it can roll to get out of it?
At the end of each of the target's turns.
Okay. So, it is its turn. Their turn. And what roll was that again?
15.
Okay, it beats it without even adding anything. It was a 20. Natural 20.
So it is no longer paralyzed.
Okay, but the turn is over. So it is back up to Kazil, Gerbil, then Zavar.
Well, it's my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my Bigby's hand take another whack at the spirit.
Okay. Whack away.
Flick the back of her head. Just
Flick. That's 24 to hit.
That hits.
You know what? I once again did not take out my dice, so I'm just gonna do a slow ass roll here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
10 minutes later.
Yeah, I really hope they get this sorted at some point.
For real,
soon.
yeah, it's wild.
Oh, 19 force damage.
Okay.
Again.
All right.
That's my bonus action.
How do you want to? Oh, no, wait.
Okay.
Wait, no, never mind. Never mind.
oh, premature. How do you want to do this?
Nice. It stumbles ever so slightly, but catches itself like Naruto.
Not too big. didn't say that before?
I'm going to use a little bit of movement, and let me just check the. Oh shit! Damn. I zoom way out, trying to scroll down on the page. Yeah. All right, 60 feet. So where's Althura? Spear 35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, 55, 60, 10, 15, 20, plenty for Althura, which means I should be able to go here.
Kazeel moves away.
I move away, and then as my action, invisibly down here, I remove Maynard's violin and begin to play an ensnaring composition that should grasp their minds. I'm casting mass suggestion.
Wow, look at
and
you.
Zolthura.
Look at you. God, it's great.
Start out erratic, build up a little bit into more concerted piece. But it's going to be like Flight of the Bumblebee, where it really grabs their attention and starts dragging them around. Hopefully. So they all have to make, the three of them, the Ghost and Zolthura,
yes,
a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right. So we'll do the we'll do Ghost. We'll do a Ghosty 3 first.
17's the number.
17's the number. You said wisdom, correct? Okay, Ghost 3 passed. It was 18 without even adding anything. And Zell, wisdom. Where does she stand with that? Oh, okay. So Zolthora failed. And in fact, I think even failed even more because she was paralyzed. So it would have been, So
I'm trying to get the ghost inside too. They can see me and understand me. I mean, assuming they can understand the words I'm speaking, or the music.
Right. Yes. They would have failed as well.
Well, I'll build the piece to a crescendo, and then flare the bow, and just say, Let me just quickly read on this.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Just want to make sure. Which must be aware of actions sound reasonable, so they can't stab themselves or do anything like that. Okay. All right. Yep, they completed a short time. All right. Okay. I'd like to say be our subordinate. Be our subordinates.
Ooh. Okay. So you see, you see Zolthora just kind of, she was already paralyzed, but she just kind of looks to you, Kazeel looks at you, and there's really no other action, but you do seem to have her attention.
I'd like to use my free action just to tell everyone. Don't attack Zolthura or the other spirit unless they're not under my control. If they attack them back. Otherwise, don't hurt them. Everybody can spell.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Kazeel?
No, that'll do it.
Okay. All right. Gerbil, then Zavar.
So, did his mass suggestion work, or do you not know?
You know what Kazeel told you just now.
That doesn't help gerbil who's frightened and has been trying to kill everything.
Oh, didn't you break out of your frightened or no?
No, actually, no, I haven't done that yet.
Oh, that's right. You need to take Well, I mean, you don't have to, but if you can take your turn to break out of the frightened state or keep it.
That one was so close. Fine, I'll trust Kazil's words.
Oh.
Episode
Okay.
81.
And so
Wow, it took that long. It took
Make a
that
note.
long.
So I'll try to break free.
Okay.
And that's what was it, wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, 21.
Oh, yeah. You do not. Suddenly you're able to kind of fight through that frightenedness. You are no longer frightened.
Okay.
Words, Stephanie. You don't have them.
Okay. Can I still do my movement?
Nope.
No? Okay.
That's it. Zavar, then Juniper, and then one of the spirits.
All right, so Zavar heard what Gazil said.
Mm.
Zavar's going to step back up to Zilthara.
Okay.
Actually, here.
You see her just kind of look at you as you get closer to her.
Okay. With my back to most everyone else, I use my action to shape change.
Okay.
I'm going to take on the appearance of Gerbil.
Okay.
And I look at Zilthara, and she hears Gerbil's voice say, "That's your cue, Gerbil."
Oh. Zilthara, please don't hurt me. Fight the spirit.
Okay. So that everyone else you see Zavar just kind of transform into gerbil of sorts and speak these words, and it sounds like gerbil. But yet you still see gerbil on the battlefield. She yes, she continues to look at you, Zafar. This time with a little bit of, she definitely looks confused and a little bit frightened. But suddenly she kind of puts her head down, kind of against the ground and into her arms, and kind of lets out almost like a grunt as she seemingly is trying to fight against whatever it is.
Cool. I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. Juniper, it is your turn, then the spirit, and then Rhaenyra's.
Well, Turbo's over there, and yet I heard what? And also Kazil's telling me things, and I didn't even know he could sing. So Junie's gonna, put her whip away, and she's gonna step back, watching to see if the spirit retaliates anyway.
Oh, you stepped back 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, so as you step back, because that one, you go 5 feet back, it will kind of, as you said, they're both carrying long swords, or this one's carrying a long sword. We'll reach out to you with the long sword.
Still under
That
Kazil's
one,
control?
that one wasn't. That one passed.
Oh, I didn't realize one passed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a, let's see here, does an 18 hit
Yes.
Juniper?
Thus, we never listened to Kazil.
That is a 7 slashing damage. Plus 13 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So I feel a little bit of something else kind of with that slice from the longsword. Alright. Anything else for your turn, Juniper?
She just swears something about Kazil and just
Oh.
moves a little bit farther back.
Kazil can't win for losing.
Episode 81.
Sad violin in the background.
Episode 81. Another one against Kazil.
No.
Yeah. She's actually pretty happy
Strike
to
two.
have been swung at by a sword, though. That reminds her of home. So
Oh.
That's what's sad. Oh, nostalgia.
Alright. So
you almost stabbed me.
yeah, did you make an attack, Juniper?
No.
Are you going to?
No.
Okay. Alright. That's fine. Alright, so we have the spirit, then Rhaenyra, then Tegan. So the spirit, let's see what's going on here. Who all do we have around?
Everybody.
Gerbil, Juniper. Who is it going to go after? Well, it's not going to go after that one. Oh, you know what? Well, I don't know if it would have noticed that. Never mind. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Of course you would roll that. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so Gerbil, spirit, steps a little bit closer to you. And is going to kind of reach out to you and try to grab at your fur. Does a 22 hit?
No. Yes, it does.
So that is 18 necrotic damage.
Gerbil is immune to necrotic damage because his soul is already dead. No.
Oh no.
No.
Join the club.
Oh. Oh.
Wow, things got serious. All right. That is all for its turn. Then Rhaenyra, Tegan, and then and then the spirit. So Rhaenyra, you are not frightened anymore. Tegan, you
All
are.
right. And it just swung at Juniper? Is that what just happened?
No. The spirit
No.
reached out to Gerbil and kind of grabbed at Gerbil.
I don't know. Is that an attack? Is that aggressive? I'm trying to think of what Venarius would think.
I mean,
Venarius
you would have saw Gerbil take some damage, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll fire a firebolt at
Okay.
it. 15.
That just hits.
All right. 11 damage.
Okay.
Fire damage.
To that one. Okay. 11 fire damage. Let me double check on that. Whoops, that's my fault. Let's wonder how long that's been doing that.
Fire action.
Sorry to the viewers if the map's been half covered up by my OneNote.
Mm,
Womp womp
We
womp.
could have learned all the
womp.
secrets.
Oh, it wasn't that far over. Okay.
mm.
All right. So fire damage, and you said how
Kill
much?
them
How much,
all.
Renarius?
11.
11. So it does
One
hurt
left.
it. You can tell, but it
Too
doesn't
little.
quite seem to have the full effect. So that is math. Okay. All right. Anything else for your turn, Renarius?
Nope.
All right. Spirit 3 kind of screams out towards you, Renarius, as you felt that little hit.
Ah.
That's
like.
exactly what it sounds like, yes. Tegan, it is your turn. You are still frightened, and then the spirit, and then back up to Kazeel.
Okay, I'm going to remain frightened. And cast Moonbeam
Okay.
on Spirit 3, which is the one that attacked Gerbil, right?
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Okay. 5 foot radius. What's the saving throw? Con saving throw.
Con saving throw?
Yep.
Okay.
15.
Ooh. Don't think that's going to work. Nope, it failed.
All right, it's going to take the full 2d10 then.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
15. He's going to like half turn away, like hold up his arm because he's still like kind of a little frightened.
Mm-hmm.
And underneath his arm, he's going to cast Ruby at it.
All
Just
right.
like looking through your fingers.
So you see it just kind of obliterate this ghost. Gerbil just kind of dissipates in front of your eyes and kind of gets pieces of it getting kind of almost swept away in the wind that's still blowing around everyone. So now, yes. Tegan, anything else for your turn?
Well, since it died, the fear drops, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I'll turn to Kazeel. What do we do now?
Well, you're not out of battle yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, you can use it as a free action, but like Kazeel
Free
couldn't
action,
answer
yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, because Selthura is controlled by Kazeel right now, right? Or at least he has.
Well, Kazeel controls the spirit. that's
You know what
controlling
Kazeel
Zephyr,
told you.
So
Yes. So
like
I'll
a
just
real life
look at Kazeel
Russian
like,
nesting doll.
what do we do now?
Okay. All right. Do you have like just a quick response, Kazeel? I'd allow it. I'll allow it.
I'm just looking at.
Tiggy will give his classic, you fucking Kazeel.
I'm going to get her number. You know her number, Tegan.
In all seriousness, I'll look back and no, we commanded out.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So
Bad spirit.
comes
Bad.
around.
Roll up a newspaper. Yeah. Listen.
We take out our fancy scroll that's like very important to the campaign, stretch it up.
Nice.
So I am going to let's see here. Let me make a roll. I mean, I rolled pretty good before, so let's just do this first. Oh, that didn't. Oh, okay. 14. Oh no. Okay. All right.
That was I'm gonna kill them all. Kind of
Okay.
sigh.
All right.
Gonna have to kill.
Okay. Everyone just kind of, your eyes kind of turn to Zilthora, who's still kind of crouched on the ground with her head kind of like down against the ground in her arms. And she lets out this kind of guttural scream. And as she does that, out of her butt, no, I'm just kidding. And as she
Nice.
does that, you see the spirit just kind of like move out of her, not out of her butt, and back onto the playing field, and just kind of screams out at Zolthora, who in turn kind of looks at it and screams right back at it.
May I role play it, or should I
Yeah,
wait
it's your
until-
turn.
Okay, all right. That's enough from my two subordinates. I'll just give a pause for a minute to see how they react.
Well, I mean, that's the way. Let's see here. Yeah.
They both give you a middle finger.
Nice.
As they're screaming at each other.
Yeah. They unite in their frustration.
You call it insubordinate. Insubordinate.
They're locked in for 24 hours with no further rolls.
They are.
Oh gosh.
But it also says that a suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was asked to do. So does that mean, in your opinion, Dan, does that mean like if they stop, you ask them to stop, if you ask them
I
that's
asked them
enough?
to be my subordinate.
Oh, that's true. You did. Okay. You clever fox.
But if they were subordinate.
Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. So,
So wait, is it Zell and the spirit?
yes. So Zell and the spirit both kind of stop yelling and look directly to you, Kazil.
Okay. Well, how bad does Zolthera? Does she look hurt? Do they look hurt pretty badly? Do they need any healing? Are they looking?
Zelthora looks. Let me just roll here because she was fighting them before. She looks okay. The spirit, however, looks pretty rough. Like it seems like it's barely holding on to this plane. Kind of very wispy little pieces of it kind of floating up into the atmosphere.
Okay. Well, I'll turn to my traveling friends and hey, so if anyone has any questions, I can ask my subordinate for a report.
You have to keep calling the subordinates.
I don't have to.
But he
He's
wants to.
choosing to do that.
Oh man.
I hate
Yes.
you. Jervis,
Tiglos
are we
is
still in combat, technically?
Yeah.
Technically, yes. The ghost is still there. So I guess let's do it this way. Since the ghost is under Kazil's control, let's just go through everyone and see what you want to do. Gerbil, do you have anything that you want to do? Like any actions?
Well, Gerbil's gonna, have his bow trained on Spirit of Halloween over there, but he's gonna move closer, like to beside Zell in case it tries to like possess her again, or just kind of.
Okay. So Thoris definitely has her eyes trained on Kazil, as does the spirit. Zavar, do you have anything that you want to do?
I'm just gonna let my appearance revert back to my natural appearance.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Juniper?
You were very handsome for a second there, Zor.
No, you.
Junie has
Stop.
confusing feelings right now. She just sucked the girls. I'm gonna go over here and not get a nosebleed. Let's go over here. She just
So many things I could say.
walk it off, Junie. Just walk it off. Right. Yeah, she wants to be within range of. She really wants to see what's going on. If there's tea there, it must be spilled.
Of course.
To steal a line from Steph that I did not understand until
Yes.
like
Gotta
this year.
spill the tea.
Yeah. So she's watching and looking at Zavar and looking at Turbo and okay, all right.
All right. Rhaenyra, do you have anything that you want to do?
I will. I guess I will ask. I'll ask a question of the spirit. What is your purpose here?
Answer him.
You what? What, Kazil?
Answer him.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna break the
Okay.
spell.
Wow. This is. Yep.
What subordinates do.
The
Is it suggested a level 1 spell?
no.
This is mass suggestion.
Yeah, this is mass
Level
suggestion.
Suggestion.
Yeah.
The spirit
about to
kind
say.
of looks from Kazil as he says, "Answer him," and looks to you, Rhaenyra, staying where it's at. Here to fight.
On whose behalf?
My own behalf.
Very well. That's my turn.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Rhaenyra.
Time to get possessed.
No.
Like musical
22.
chairs.
Okay. You kind of hear, as you were talking to the spirit, you heard a little bit of whispering in your brain, and you kind of hear, almost like after the spirit had answered you, and you were like, okay, then, you hear these other answers, that sound like maybe library.
Okay.
Tegan, do anything that you want to do?
Tegan will pull out his longbow, notch an arrow, and look right at Kazil and say when.
Oh, not an acknowledgement.
And it is back up to you, Kazil. And, yeah. So what do you want to do?
I mean, I don't want to make us role play it all out. I don't know if it'd be easier to just sort of like. I have so many questions. Right, so if it's you're fighting on your own behalf, and
Great,
so
we'll make me answer
are your
stuff. Okay.
friends, everyone just happened to run into each other. Who's in charge of this?
Okay.
Oh, I would have relayed in some fashion that I heard other voices saying library, but
Who do you think? Asking you, Kazil.
Report.
Put on the glass. Damn you. Um, the ones who control it all.
Where are they?
The spirit will just kind of turn and look in the direction that, from how y'all were traveling before, you would know is probably towards the Estesa, the library.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn if I can't, and stop me if I'm consuming too much time, please, on my turn.
Sure.
I'll just turn and to Zelthura and what do you know about this?
Nothing.
Are you headed to the library as well?
She kind of looks around. I don't know.
Before Kazil has to like press gerbils. Just for God's sake, Kazil, release her. We know her. She's a friend.
Oh, you do? Oh, shite! I'm sorry. Oh, I'll like hold out a hand to help because I think she was like paralyzed at her knees.
Yeah.
I'll look at Tegan. Can that be released?
I think she broke free of it. Didn't
Yeah.
she?
She,
Yeah, she broke free of it. Like it
Okay.
only lasted one. It didn't even last
Okay.
a turn.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of lean in, to whisper in her ear, just so that there's no confusion with the ghost. You, I'll stand down. You're released. I'll let that go on her.
Oh, and you'll see her just kind of like almost like before she looked very kind of relaxed looking at, Kazil and under the mass suggestion. She suddenly like stiffens up and just kind of hits the ground and pushes herself to her feet. By the gods,
Gerbil will try to catch her if she was falling.
she I don't know, let me see. No, she doesn't. She doesn't almost fall. So, but she'll kind of just. She will look at you, Gerbil, and actually, let me just switch us back over to our
Who are you?
role play.
We met that one time at a festival a year ago. I guess technically it was like 3 weeks ago. In game.
So she'll kind of look at you, Gerbil, and thanks, and take a step back.
What are you doing here? So what? You might want to step away from the sports the spirit just standing there saying.
Yeah. She kind of like turns around and immediately like steps back and draws her her hand axe. Like, what is this? Is this? And she kind of looks around to all of you. Is this yours? Is this your spirit?
No. Yeah, he's the bard. He has it under control right now. Right, Kazil, you still have it.
Hey, just don't hurt it. Don't hit it. Don't.
You don't want me
it.
to kill it.
Not yet. If it's hurt, my spell goes away. But when we're ready,
She'll kind of
finishing.
outwardly sigh and just kind of sheathe her hand axe reluctantly. And she'll look back to you, Gerbil. How do you know my name?
Okay. Now, just making sure this isn't a timey-wimey thing. We still had the whole Trindalog Festival thing.
Yes. Yeah. You remember meeting
Okay.
her.
All right. Just making sure.
Aw.
How do you know?
Oh, we met at Trindalog at the Winter Festival. I don't remember what it's called, but we fought, we hung out
Earlier
talked.
this month.
earlier
Oh,
this
that's
month.
right. It was. Oh.
Oh gosh, is it really only been a month?
I don't know.
It might have been a little longer, but
It wasn't. Yeah. Before it was in Osbergen.
The wind kind of picks up a bit as you're explaining this, Dribble.
How'd you? Do you remember how you got here?
Everyone make perception checks for me, please, as you're looking at Zolthora.
Oh shit.
It's actually John's sister. Dun dun dun.
Wait, what?
I was kidding.
Wait,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
21.
Okay.
Gerbil.
Okay.
29.
Okay.
18.
Be illegal.
Okay.
Also 18.
Okay. Tegan?
15.
Renarius?
10.
All right. I would say everyone
Keeping us
but
humble, Renarius.
I would say everyone but Renarius would notice that Zelthora, as I've described her, she also has a kind of a cloth kind of wrapped around, not tightly around her neck and her chin, but kind of loose, a scarf that she didn't, especially those who had seen her before, didn't notice her wearing before. And her skin, even though it has that greenish kind of like lovely kind of like greenish blue tone to it, more on the green side, but it has what looks like might be like wind burn on it, on her face. She has pretty much her arms covered up, and there's some of her hands, her fingers out to grip her weapons, but you can definitely see some of that kind of wind burn on her face. And her clothes are just covered in dust. How you met me at a festival in a town?
Yeah. Yes, Trindalog, Conde de Victa. There was snowy. There was a wet hair contest. We fought in an arena.
Do you know why I'm here?
No, I mean, we had heard a rumor that a half-orc walked in this area, but I never imagined it would be you until we came across you fighting these spirits. Do you know how long you've been out here?
She looks kind of confused and bewildered. It's been, she kind of like rolls up the sleeve on her arm, and you'll see a few marks there. 3 days? He rolls it back down. If you know why I'm here, please tell me.
I don't. I could make some guesses. I mean, you're a bounty hunter. You were tasked to find people. Maybe you came here to find somebody.
How is it that...
Do you know where you are now?
No.
Oh.
No,
Oh, okay.
I
Mhm.
found
I will guided us away from the spirit, so in case the spirit can't hear us or whatever.
Sure.
Mm.
I woke up in the sand and deeper The wind, you can barely stand up. The farther that way, and she kind of points in the direction that y'all were traveling before or on your way to. I woke up and I can't remember anything. I can't remember why I'm here. I can't remember. I don't know who you all are.
I'm gonna
Do you-
walk up to Gerbil.
Do you remember your name?
No.
I'm just gonna walk up to you, Gerbil, and if it's all right, just we'll look up to you. Perhaps this is something Pixrid can help her with. And just kind of continue on.
Yeah. I guess so.
Wake up, Pixrid.
Could you? Pixrid wakes up in the sand. Who are you?
No.
No.
Yeah. While because he was doing that dribble last. Or do you need healing? I know. This is very strange for you. I understand. But you can trust us. I know I don't really have proof of that right now, but
If we just met at a festival, why are you being so nice to me?
because you were nice to me, and I mean, so was your brother. You know, but you don't. Do you remember you had a brother? Do you really?
She suddenly kind of grabs your arm. I'm like, I had forgotten. I do have a brother. Do you
remember
know about
his
him?
name? I mean, we haven't seen him in a while, but he did accompany us. Do you remember his name? I don't want to just tell you his name if you can remember it on your own. I know that sounds sketchy, but
I feel like it starts with a J.
Yes, yeah. Your name is Zelthara Roki. His name is Jurheim Roki. It is Roki. It's pronounced Roki, right?
I think
I'm
so.
looking
Yeah.
back at my notes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm. That does ring a bell. Yes.
He was working in Bornheim. You were traveling continents. You were what was the place that she went? There's another continent she went to. I remember.
Well, you met her on Victa, but she mentioned Perth, which is a city.
Perth, yeah, Perth. You had business in Perth.
Still, I don't understand what's happening. Why can't I remember?
It's this place. Hopefully we can. Depending on how you got here, sometimes this place affects the memory when you travel.
She suddenly looks very angry and just pulls out her hand axe again and turns and starts marching towards the ghost. Are you sure I can't kill it?
Very soon.
Please.
Well, not yet. I would have. I'm putting in all the questions I've asked it, and so.
Oh, where are you putting
it's
this?
up to you.
What?
I haven't finished typing it up. I didn't want to interrupt. Yeah.
I just need to play a game with 20 questions with it, and then you can.
She'll
Oh gosh.
kind of let out like a grunt of frustration.
It sounds like she got lost here.
I think we should probably stay in this desert for too long. We keep moving.
God.
We
Sorry.
who does number 2 work for? uh,
Did you want to ask at these, Kazeel? Like,
I didn't want to
We'll
role
play
play
it
them
out.
all out. I was just gonna command it to tell me each of these things.
you got to put in the work to get the answers.
okay.
Gotta
Well, I
roleplay it all
mean,
out.
for yeah,
You can do
for
role playing. You know,
okay, all right,
whatever works best for you, Steph.
okay.
Mhm.
So many questions. All right, Gerbil, do you have anything else that you were saying?
No, I don't think so. I'm like like speed reading through our notes.
As
What
Elthora looks
was-
very frustrated, and
what's Pictron's ex's name? What was his name?
Varys.
Varys, and it was a V. Because that's who we know she was hunting, but I don't remember how much we like told her about that because we didn't really know. But we Gerbil will kind of turn to everyone up. Maybe we should make a temporary shelter real quick just to get us out of this wind. Figure things out.
Here, I
Oh.
have something, and she'll just start kind of marching kind of off to the side into the sand, the blowing sand, like out like like into where you can't see past.
Triple
Follow me. Come on. Quick
Zavar
feet.
or somebody can we make sure our lizards are still there? I guess Pixford was the same lizard.
Yeah, Quickstrom was with the
Water in
lizards.
them, yeah.
Oh, they're
Water
fun.
in them.
They're fun. Just need a little love and attention, that's all.
Are we safe with the spirit still under your command?
I don't know
I
if
think-
it's left or not, based on what I asked it and stuff.
I
I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have been like asking those questions and then sent it off for that. If
Sent it off. You mean kill it, right?
we'll kill it when it gets back.
Gosh.
How long does that last?
24 hours.
24 hours. I mean, I guess, like, after, it's not going to take 24 hours for it to answer these questions, Kazeel, so it would still be around after it answers these to you.
Well, the last thing I'm doing, if it doesn't know where Aurelius is and
You know
where
the
Z
location
is,
to find out covertly and return and tell
I-
us immediately since we're so close. Oh, to go and find out. Okay. I don't know.
Are we that close?
I
think we are.
yes, so it will definitely it wouldn't know that, and so it would leave to go and find out.
Oh gosh. I have been commanded by Kazeel the Bard to ask these questions.
Covertly.
Yeah,
I wonder how long it's
So
gonna
you can't tell
last.
people stuff. Yeah. I mean, it'll dissipate and it'll be a ghost again and do its
What
thing.
could go wrong?
It's
What
like-
could go wrong?
Jedi
Nice.
mind trick.
Sorry, I thought we were like 3 hours out. I thought we were at the gates.
Well, we were 3 hour. We were
3 hours.
No,
You're
we were
3
on our way
hours
to
in
the meeting.
to Rakoth.
3 hours into Rakoth, heading. It was we were a
y'all-
day out from.
Yeah.
You had said it was a day
Yeah.
out.
Got a
from
day
our
out.
meeting place.
I'll just tell it to go hang out with Zilsur then. If we're that far, I'd be like, Oh,
Yeah.
my friend wants to see it.
And-
And then I'll just
Okay.
shout over to
Yeah, if
Zoltar.
Zolthor will
Uh,
gladly step up with her hand axe and just take a couple of swings and it's done.
Yeah.
It was down to like 7 hit points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Not
And then our
storm.
meeting place is still off the coast of like still not connected to the Asteria. We're still
okay.
that's a whole nother island we have to figure out how to get
Gotcha.
to.
Okay.
No. So
We know-
Zolthora
that's not our level yet.
Zolthora walked past your area of seeing, into, past the wind and the sand. There's a word for that. Visibility?
Dune?
Past your visibility. And just kind of
Range.
walked into, like, just kind of kept walking into this one direction. Saying that she had something when Gerbil or when someone mentioned a camp. So, is everyone following her?
Gerbil is.
Yeah, Tegan is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll follow
All right.
them.
Okay. As the group of you kind of jog to catch up with her because she's walking pretty determined, kind of knowing where she's going through this sandstorm. And after about probably like a couple of minutes of walking, it's not too far away. Visibility starts to clear a bit as you kind of hit this kind of crevice kind of in the beginning of these mountains that looks like several like cloth and these kind of like spare random parts that you're not sure where they came from, like pieces of metal, have been fashioned into this kind of like makeshift shelter. And Gerbil, I would assume that you're pretty close to her, kind of, because I think that you said that you followed her pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of suddenly stops and turns to you and is like, "What did you say your name was again?"
My name's Gerbil.
Right. I think I'm starting to remember. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Mm.
Right. And
Nice.
I will answer your questions in the group chat, Kazeel.
Neat.
You asked the ghost.
Thank you.
All right, and that is our session for this evening. Thank you so much, players, and thank you so much, viewers. I felt a little off kilter this evening, but hopefully everything was good.
Yeah.
On point stuff.
Wonderful.
I finally got to use my bow and arrow. My
You
archer.
did.
Yes!
Look
Arch.
at you. So
Amazing.
exciting.
Give
I
it
love
Nobody-
it.
Nobody died.
Nobody died.
Also
Yep.
amazing.
Yeah. So the ghosts you went up against were marshaled ghosts from what you fought before. So which is why they had the long swords. Which like raised their difficulty level up a couple. So at first I was like, I'll give them 4, they'll be fine. But then I started reading things and I was like, okay, we'll keep it down to 2.
It's like,
Yeah.
these
we all
are
get possessed. That's
Yeah.
the end of that.
these are challenge rating 20 things. Ooh, whoops.
Oh, well. Whoopsie. Okay, all right. So, for those of you watching, thank you so much for being here. We have great things here on Mapbird Streams. A lot of D&D 5e content right now. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we have D&D 5e content, mostly in the 10 p.m. Slot. Usually they mostly run until 1 a.m., but we are ending things early on Monday nights for a bit until, I don't know, things change. And then also Wednesdays, the Penumbra Assembly is on a brief hiatus, hopefully, until their crazy DM who just can't get her shit together gets her shit together. I think that's pretty much it. We also have a Patreon, so if you're looking to support us in any way, great way to do so. Head on over there. We greatly appreciate it, and we greatly appreciate all of our supporters. Dan, do we have someone that we're reading over to? Did you get someone, or do I need
Yes,
to?
our good
Okay.
friends Dork Tales.
Ah, Dork Tales. Woo. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you next time, and give a call on the chat over there. All right.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.